Welcome to Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking features delicious recipes and cooking tips from the Gulf Coast's finest chefs and restaurants. Watch as popular local chefs prepare their special dishes with natural gas. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, provider of clean, efficient, natural gas.
Broussards Bayou Grill is back with us today, and joining me is Mike Droogsma. He is the Director of Catering and Pitmaster. And Zach Spraggon, and he is the catering chef. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us in again.
Oh, this is always so much fun because you got some of your great Cajun dishes to share with us today. And tell us what we'll be starting with, Mike.
Zach? Main dish?
So we're going to be starting off with a Gulf grouper, dredged in flour, and it's going to be topped with a Creole oyster sauce.
Oh.
It's absolutely
great.
A fantastic dish. We will do these as a special on Friday and Saturday night in the restaurant, and then we also offer this as one of our catering dishes.
Okay.
So,
well, Zach's going to get started for us?
Absolutely.
All right. So first we're going to start off with a little bit of our Cajun house blend seasoning. Mm-hmm. We're going to start and just a light dust over our fish, both sides. We're going to rub that in to make sure it gets all the way across. Yeah, that's Gulf grouper. So we're going to dredge that in our seasoned flour, also seasoned with a little bit of Cajun specialty meat seasoning. Mm-hmm. These are 8-ounce fillets, so they're a nice dinner-sized portion. All right. So now we're going to go over to our pan that's already at a medium-high heat right there, with about a tablespoon of olive oil for each fillet.
Okay. And you're going to brown these and then they're going to finish in the oven?
Yes, ma'am. Right? So we're going to get a nice golden brown texture on there and a nice little bit of a crisp to them as well. And they're going to go right in the oven at 350 degrees. They don't take long at all. You just want to get to an internal temperature of about 135 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
All right.
Those look great. Mike,
Already
you all do
smelling
a
good.
lot of seafood, don't you?
We do a lot of seafood, a lot of fresh fish, and I will tell you a little throw out for a local business. Joe Patty's, we do a lot of business with Joe Patty's. We reciprocate a lot with them. They have a lot of our products in their market there. As you know, we are Cajun Specialty Meats and Broussards Restaurant. And so in Apple Market and Joe Patty's and all of the Winn-Dixies around town and Grocery Advantage, we have many of our products, Cajun products that we make there at Cajun Specialty Meats. And so then we also have Broussards Restaurant, and all of the products that we make there for Cajun Specialty Meats, plus a lot of things that we've added for the restaurant itself. And then we've also taken all of those items and combined and made a great catering department for making a Cajun catering.
Carl and Corey Broussard are authentic Cajuns.
Absolutely. Born and raised in Maurice, Louisiana, south of I-10. Their recipes are second and third generation recipes, and they are very particular that we follow those recipes just like their grandparents and great-grandparents made them. So it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of products that are just fun to work with that we use as the basis of other things that we make, and so it just gives us a lot to choose from, and we have a blast with it. So the other item that we're going to make this afternoon is a marinated green beans with Cajun seasoning and andouille sausage. And it's a great side dish. We offer this in our market in a little boilable bag, so it's real simple to make. You just drop that into a pot of boiling water or a pot of water, bring it up to a boil, and in just a few minutes you have a great side dish. And as I will show it to you today, you can also even use it as a main dish if you wanted. We're going to use it as a side dish, but you'll see that it could very easily be also be a main dish item. So.
Well, you know, at the restaurant, you've got pre-made food.
Yes.
I mean, delicious food that is so easy to go home and prepare. You've done all the work.
Well, a lot of the things, you know, the twice-baked potatoes that, your mom and dad made for you when you were younger, so few people have the time to go through the process of making something like a twice-baked potato. There's a lot to that. So we bake hundreds of potatoes every day, and we scoop them out and we mix those. We make a shrimp stuffed baked potato, a crawfish stuffed baked potato, and then a loaded baked potato that's got cheese and bacon and sour cream, butter, everything that your mom would put in it when you were a kid. We make that as a twice baked potato. So then all you have to do is take that home and heat it up, and it's ready to go. It's fully cooked, ready to go. As far as that goes, you just heat it up and go with it. So, but a lot of our vegetables, we have squash au gratin, we have Cajun Cajun coleslaw, we have a Cajun potato salad. A lot of the things that are direct from a New Orleans or Louisiana cooking style, but we've got it available there in a very easy, take it home and serve it to your family for dinner.
Perfect. And of course the turducken,
Yes.
you all manufacture that there,
Thousands and thousands of turduckens. A lot of people think that you got to go to New Orleans to get a turducken. The reality is they send us your address and we ship it to you.
Right.
So it's coming out of Pensacola. We made thousands and thousands of them last year. Tractor trailer loads going in and out of Pensacola with turkeys and turduckens. And even now, this time of year, the stuffed chickens, the boneless stuffed chickens.
Yes.
They're a lot of people don't realize that you have those available here, and we have them in our market. They have them in the Winn-Dixies here. So, but we stuff those with we debone them.
That's right. We've got to tell some of our viewers may not know what a turducken is.
So a turducken is a boneless duck inside of a boneless chicken inside of a deboned turkey. The only bones that are left in it are the wing bones of the turkey itself. And then we stuff the rest of it with either cornbread stuffing or crawfish etouffee. And we generally make a lot of those for the Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays, and then we'll sell quite a few here in Easter. We fried several thousand turkeys this year for people to go, and then we also do a pecan-infused turkey that we rub down with pecan oil and roasted in our wood-fired smoker. And that turns out fantastic. So just all super juicy, great products, a lot of fun. But then this time of year, we're after the holidays and stuff, we have the stuffed chickens, same thing. Debone the chickens, about 45 seconds. They debone chickens.
45 seconds.
45 seconds. It's an amazing thing to watch. And then they, once that chicken is deboned, they stuff it with crawfish etouffee or dirty rice or Cajun sausage. And
the best part.
So when you cook that in the oven, the whole thing is edible. It's you quarter it up and serve it to 4 or 6 people, and it's fantastic. So
well, these look great.
Zach looks like he's got his group
Beautiful
just
they
coming
have
along right here.
browned.
So we're going to go ahead and take these out of the pan and shift them over to our greased baking pan.
Okay.
And we're going to turn off the heat so we don't flare up any.
Isn't that easy to do with natural gas?
Oh, yeah. No worry about transition of heat or residual cooking or anything like that.
That's right.
I don't know how much natural gas we use down at the restaurant, but it is a lot. We have 4 or 5 huge burners upstairs in the big kitchen, the production kitchen, and then even more down in the restaurant kitchen. So.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go ahead and throw these in the oven at 350 degrees.
Okay.
So Zach's just got the fish in the oven, and the temperature, we put it in the oven at 350 degrees. He didn't say a time how long he's going to put it in there for. One of the best things that we find that every chef, whether you consider yourself a chef or a cook or just a person cooking at home, one of the best things you can ever do for yourself is learn a thermometer, how to use an instant read thermometer. This is just one of the many different kinds that they make. But if you want great meat products and great vegetable products that are cooked properly, learn your temperatures and use a digital thermometer. So because when you put this into a piece of meat or whatever it is that you're cooking, you can tell immediately that it is the right temperature or that it's got a few minutes. So it's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes for that fish to finish in the oven at 350 degrees. But what we're really looking for is 135 degrees is an internal temperature, and And again, at the center of that, just like you would do with beef, you know, you might cook it to 132, pork 145, everything, even fried eggs, there is a perfect temperature that you would like that egg to be, and you can do it a whole lot better if you learn your temperatures and stuff with a good little thermometer.
Great tip.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So Zach's going to finish the sauce for us that's going to go over the top. It's a Creole sauce. And so go ahead,
All right.
Zach.
So our Creole sauce, we're going to cook it in the same pan that we seared our fish in. We're going to start off with some garlic. That's about 6 cloves of garlic per fillet. And then we're going to go ahead and do some shallots. It's about half a shallot per fillet as well. So we're going to throw that in there, work it around in the pan a little bit. And we're not really looking for any browning. We're just wanting to sweat it a little bit. A little bit of translucency to it.
Oh, that smells great. Already, that's the start of many a Cajun dish, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
They're shallots
Onions
and
and
onions,
garlic.
the celery, garlic, and peppers. It really is the core of Creole. There really are two very different genres of cooking there in that Cajun thing. There is Creole cooking, and then there is Cajun cooking. And for instance, a Cajun gumbo, it generally doesn't have okra in it. A Creole gumbo always, and a Creole gumbo is a little bit darker of a roux than a Cajun gumbo.
You all sell roux at the restaurant, don't you? If someone is afraid to do it or doesn't have time.
You can come by. We do have some available there, but we do make roux in house also for ourselves, and it is that process. If you can imagine trying to make just a little pan like this for your gumbo tonight, we make roux in 60-pound batches. So 60 pounds of roux at a time, and it's about a 5 or 6 hour process of getting that done during the day that we're doing it. So.
Okay. What else goes in here, Zach?
So I just added the bell peppers in as well, and we're going to dice those nice and small so that they're not big, crunchy pieces of pepper once everything's said and done. So we're going to let all this kind of sweat and cook out a little bit, let those flavors really build, get that aroma out. So once this is kind of cooked down, we're going to deglaze it with a little bit of wine as well. All right, now we're going to add our wine.
And this is white wine?
White wine, yes ma'am. We usually use Chablis at the restaurant. You can even use Chardonnay, a little bit of an oaky taste. So then you also add your fresh diced tomatoes and work that pan around a little bit, get it all incorporated. And now we're going to go for our tomato sauce.
Looks Creole to me.
Let's get in there.
Let's get in there. And make sure we get all that out of there. All right.
Oh, that looks good.
Thank you, sir.
And we got one more ingredient.
Yes, ma'am. And we're going to add our oysters and our spinach once it all kind of incorporates and gets mixed together.
So good. Look at these oysters.
Some nice fresh Gulf oysters.
We've got our spinach here.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to add our oysters now that everything's kind of mixed together. And we're also going to go ahead and add our spinach.
And this will cook for a little while?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to go ahead and cover this and let it cook.
All right. We're going to let it finish cooking during the break. And then when we come back, we'll have this ready for you. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Local home builders are seeing greater demand for natural gas. Here's what they have to say.
The comments that I've heard from the customers who've had the all-electric homes and moved to a natural gas home are the convenience and ease. Being able to turn their stove on and get that heating just right. And of course, something like the tankless, which would give them the endless hot water. So there is a convenience level that comes with gas, and I think, I want to say comfort. There's a comfort level that comes from having natural gas in your home.
Pensacola Energy. Go blue and save green.
Cooking with natural gas is more controlled than using an electric range. But more importantly, they're less expensive to operate. Don't get burned with electric. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Welcome back. Our grouper looks great. Zach, you did a fantastic job.
Awesome, thank you.
How's our sauce doing?
Our sauce
Our
needs
Creole sauce?
probably about another 30 seconds or so.
Oh, doesn't that look wonderful?
So while he's finishing the sauce up, I'll start our marinated green beans with andouille sausage, and
Okay.
absolutely a great Cajun dish. The first thing you do is take a couple of cups of fresh, you can use fresh green beans. Certainly you could use canned green beans for this. It works just as well. If you are looking for a very quick, very easy dish, whether it's the green beans fresh or canned, about a half a cup of Italian dressing over the top of that to marinate those green beans in.
Okay.
And then while that is marinating, and you can start that if you want to the night before or the day before, you know, or 5-10 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. But get yourself a saucepan. Heat it up with a little bit of the andouille sausage in it. We have two kinds of andouille sausage. We have a chicken andouille sausage and then also the pork andouille sausage. Both of them are smoked, but we have a lot of people that prefer chicken over the pork, and so that's fine. We have both available in the store and use both of them in the restaurant and catering. So if we make a chicken dish like a chicken and sausage sauce piquant, we can make that with a chicken andouille sausage also, so that it's totally a chicken dish. So the neat thing about andouille sausage is it's already been fully cooked, it's smoked, so you're really only looking for a little bit of warmth to that to kind of open up the pepper and the seasoning that's in the andouille. And so then your green beans are marinated and they're ready to go. So you can just dump those in with your andouille sausage. We're going to give that a quick stir, and then we're going to put a lid on that, and we're going to let that rest just at a low heat, maybe 8 or 10 minutes, and that will be ready to go. So it's just fantastic. So Zach, if you want to go ahead and place
our sauce should be
sauce.
ready. All right.
What a beautiful sauce.
Nice and fresh vegetables all around here.
Colorful. And
That's
look
some
how
fresh
plump those
Gulf oysters.
oysters are.
Spinach, crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce, green peppers, garlic, shallots, and some fantastic oysters across the top of a fresh Gulf grouper.
It doesn't get any more Creole than that,
Does
does
not
it?
get it. It's fantastic. So we're going to pair that with our baked potatoes, our stuffed baked potatoes. These are actually our shrimp stuffed baked potatoes, which have shrimp and sour cream and butter mixed into the potato, and then we twice bake that. We've brought those back up to heat, so we're going to plate that together. And so when we come back from the break, we'll have that with the green beans as a full plate ready to go.
Now you can buy these too, pre-made.
Yes, those are ready to go. You can put those, you can put them in the microwave, you can put them in the oven. We have them in the restaurant. They also have them in Winn-Dixie and Grocery Advantage here in town. You just go into their freezer section and watch for our Cajun specialty meats header across the top of the cooler section, and that's us.
Wow, they better restock because a lot of our viewers know about it now.
It's a kind of a hidden secret. It's getting
It
out there.
is. Not anymore.
They have shrimp stuffed potatoes and crawfish stuffed potatoes, and then the loaded baked potato. So it just gives you a good variety, a great easy side dish, along with something like the marinated green beans with andouille. Just super simple to put that together.
Absolutely. Okay, so we need to wait for these to cook
No,
just a few minutes.
I
You
am
think
going to
they're
say
ready?
that we're going to give that one quick little stir, and we're going to go ahead and plate that.
Okay. Oh, look
Absolutely.
how special these are with the sausage. This is quite a meal, Mike. This is quite a meal. I'm glad I'm hungry, Zach.
Oh yeah, you got to be hungry when you eat like a Cajun.
Telling you.
There we go.
I'm from Louisiana, but I don't claim to be a Cajun. North Louisiana, they don't, all don't claim us for sure. But we sure enjoy the food. Well, look at that.
So that would be
Beautiful.
the basis of a great Cajun meal. For us, it's a Cajun experience. If you come into our restaurant on a Friday night, we have live music in there. We have a great guy that comes in on Friday. His name is Boudreaux. He is one of the people that was displaced by the floods that happened over there came here. We got lucky enough to connect up with him, and he plays live music in the restaurant on Friday night. If you want to have a Cajun experience, come into our restaurant on Friday night for dinner. It was absolutely a blast. Party. So
we need to take a commercial break, guys, but when we come back, we've got more for you from Broussards Bayou Grill. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Cooking with natural gas is more controlled than using an electric range. But more importantly, they're less expensive to operate. Don't get burned with electric. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
We started KW Homes in 1987, and we've been building custom homes in the area since then. A lot of our customers are asking for natural gas. I went with it in my personal home. I especially like the tankless water heater. When we have family over, we don't run out of hot water, which is great. Just keeps on making it as long as we need it, which is really nice.
Pensacola Energy. Go blue and save green.
Heating water with electricity versus natural gas can cost twice as much, and tankless natural gas water heaters can add even more savings. So don't get soaked with higher energy costs. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Well, gentlemen, you've got a great meal for me today, but there's only one thing missing.
Dessert.
Dessert. But you've got a dessert.
We've got a dessert. We brought along Mesh's King Cakes, one of the originals from Lafayette, Louisiana. We have a truck go over there twice a week to go get them and bring them back. We bring back about 180, 200 of them at a time.
Wow.
And we do sell out of them every week.
They're the best.
So if you're going to experience a king cake, it is one of the best to try. And so Mesh's is absolutely famous for it. We carry several different sizes. We have, I think, 4 different sizes in stock right now, and many different flavors. So the one that we've got today, that we're going to be sampling today, is half of it is chocolate filled and the other half is Bavarian cream filled. So it really gives you a great option. There are strawberry with cream cheese, there's blueberry, there's raspberry, there's caramel, there's apple, there's lemon, there's cream cheese, and we don't always have every flavor, but we do have a very good assortment every week. So all the way through the Mardi Gras season, and you know Mardi Gras is getting longer and longer.
It is. Actually, we're filming this during Mardi Gras season, but it is. It's just, it can be an all-year thing if you want it to be.
Mardi Gras typically, traditionally starts on what is called 12th night, which is, so if Christmas Day is the birth of Jesus for the Christian holidays and things, and then the 12th night is the 12th night after Christmas, which is the Epiphany, the night of Epiphany, which is when the wise men actually first saw the baby Jesus. And so all of that ties back to this king cake with the colors. The colors, the
colors represent different things according to the Christian faith. Purple represents power, green represents faith, and gold represents justice.
See, there's a meaning behind everything.
Absolutely, and so that's part of the king cake. And then there's also the little tradition of the baby, which is there's a little baby that plastic baby.
I see him peeking out right here. Can I grab him?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that is included in each one of the packages, and you're supposed to hide that somewhere in the cake.
This one's covered with chocolate, but there it is.
There you go. And so the tradition is that if you are the person that gets the baby in your piece of cake, then you are obligated to provide the king cake for the next event.
Oh,
and
I see.
That may be next year, it may be next week, but you have to then provide that as it's part of the tradition of
And
it.
the baby is usually not as visible as this one was.
No,
it is
usually.
kind of buried in there, and you hope you
Yes.
don't bite into it.
Yes, and so you do. You kind of check around your piece of cake. It's kind of like having the a dime in the black-eyed peas when you know. So same thing. You're careful about it a little bit, but it's just certainly a neat thing about king cakes. So we brought some of the Mesh's king cakes along for the dessert item.
You have sliced some so we can see the chocolate in here, and then the other half has got the
Bavarian cream in it.
Bavarian cream.
And
So that means you have to have 2 slices.
you got to have 2 slices. Then that's
For
just
each
kind
flavor.
of locked in there. So we have, as a Cajun restaurant, if you want a Cajun experience, certainly that is part of being at Broussards as Mardi Gras. And so things step up certainly this time of year. We do a lot of big crew parties for the various crews around town. And we cater from, we've been to Mobile, as far north as Bruton, and as far east as Panama City for events as large as 1,500 people. We've cooked for up to 3,000. And that would not include when we do the air show for the Blue Angels, which is 30,000 people that we'll serve out at an event like that. But that's with our events trailers. But as catering, certainly handling 1,000 or 1,500 people. Weddings, we have absolutely beautiful weddings, all of the equipment that is needed to do those kinds of things and do them really well for you. So.
Wow, that's great. Well, before we leave the show, I need to give everyone our telephone number because I know they're going to want to try these recipes at home.
Absolutely.
If you would like written copies of the recipes, you can call Pensacola Energy at 436-5050, or you can visit our website at coastalcooking.com. And Zach, also before we leave, I want our viewers to know that you are a graduate of PSC's culinary program.
Yes, ma'am. Go Pirates.
Yes, well that's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
I had a great addition to my team here for catering. He's a great complement to everything else that we do. The skills that he learned there and that he has learned in his experiences since graduating have been really a great package for us. So I love that he's got the formal training of that, and PSC certainly did a great job with that.
And I know they love having you.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's wonderful. Well, tell us your location, your hours, and your website.
So our location is actually right behind McGuire's in Pensacola. It's going to be 690 Heinsberg Street. You can't miss us. Our hours are usually from 10:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night. And on the weekends, we also do a brunch, a barbecue brunch.
Okay, lunch, dinner, and brunch on Sunday?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
And then our website is broussardsbayougrill.com.
Great.
If you go to our website or our Facebook page, there are places there where you can request our catering menu. You can see our restaurant menu there, and then we will email you a copy of our catering menu, and it is an a la carte menu. We don't necessarily give you these pre-made that this is what you have to choose from. We like to give them every chance to try whatever they want out of our menu. So it really is an a la carte menu set up with all of the different Cajun dishes that we provide, and it is a very extensive menu, about 4 pages of items, different things that we make, and all of it done with our Cajun flair.
And I tell you what, you don't go home hungry.
Don't go home hungry. When we say that this will serve 20 people, it will absolutely serve 25 people. We have very generous portion sizes on our products, and so you don't run out of food on our caterings.
And thank you for my dinner tonight.
Absolutely.
And if viewers want to sample this, they know where you are.
Absolutely. They can, everything that's there, they can come by and have at our restaurant. So.
Well, you've all done a great job. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, ma'am.
For cooking all this up for us. And Mike, it's always a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks
so
a lot
much
for having us
information.
again. We love being here, and love to come back another time and maybe do a Cajun barbecue show.
We'll do it.
Absolutely.
For sure. Okay, we hope you'll join us again next week for more Coastal Cooking.
This has been Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, provider of clean, efficient natural gas. Join us each Sunday at 6 p.m. for more Coastal Cooking.